All right. For this video, I'm going to show you some tough stuff and hopefully make it really, really simple for you guys. I'm using blocks, but I'm going to put my own problems in here. It's going to be algebra. Let me start really, really simple. Now, I'm going to actually start simple. 1/2 b equals 10. In your head, you know that it's saying half of some number is equal to 10. Well, that number would have to be 20, because 1/2 of 20 equals 10. But why? Let me show you an example using blocks. So, if you had 2 blocks, let's say we had 2 blocks, or even, I don't even need to do that. I could pull out 1 block. Let me just make it really big. Let me cut it in half. I'm going to say equal parts right here. 2 parts. So you get something that looks essentially the same, but it's not 2 different blocks. 1/2 of it is equal to 10. So one of the 2 pieces is what it's saying. So what is the whole worth? The whole would be worth 20. Kind of simple when you look at it like that. We reset the board. Now let me give you a little bit of a harder problem here. 3/4 n equals 12. 3/4 of some number equals 12. 3/4 of what? I mean, think of it as like, that's a hard problem. It's a hard problem to do. You have kind of 2 options. I could give one really big block here, and how many pieces am I dividing it into? Well, knowing fractions, you have a numerator and a denominator, and this is saying like 3 out of 4 pieces. So you would want to take this block, and I'm going to choose my cutting here, which is, it says make equal parts, that purple part. I'm going to make it into 4 equal parts. You could have done that, or you could have just dragged out 4 parts. But I think the top way works a little better. Now, 3 of those 4 parts equal 12. Well, if 3 of those 4 parts equal 12, what does each part need to be? If these 3 equal parts total 12, each one would need to be 4, because then 4, 8, 12. So what would the whole be? The whole would be 16. So n equals 16. So if you say this whole thing is 16, you cut 16 into 4 equal parts. You would have 4 in each part. 3 of those 4 parts, or 3/4, would equal 12. Correct. Making difficult math simple. Let me give you another problem. This problem says 5/8 j equals 40. So if you have a big block, you cut it into 8 equal parts. 5 of those parts would equal 40. Let's use math models here. You can make a block really big, or you could bring out 8 blocks. Let me divide it into 8 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Or you could just drag out 8 blocks if you want. But 5 of these 8 blocks equal 40. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these 8 blocks equal 40. 5/8. You're saying, because it's saying 5/8 of j, 5/8 of some whole number. What is that whole number? That's what you're trying to figure out. Well, 5 of them equal 40. So if 5 of these blocks equal 40, then each block must be worth 8. Because 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. 8 times 5 is 40. Now, that means these 3 must be 8 too. So it's 48, 56, 64. So that means J equals 64. If you take 64 and you divide it by 8 into 8 equal parts, each part would be 8, and 5 of those parts would equal 40. You just solved another difficult problem. Do the next one on your own, and then you can press play to watch me do it. Problem is 2/7 of B equals 20 notebook, and then you could watch the video to see how I did it. Press pause. All right, you're back. I assume you're ready to go. So if you probably drew 7, some whole. Let's call this whole thing B. 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, 2 of these parts are equal to 26. Which means each part must equal 13. Which means these must equal 13. Which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have 7 13s. 21, that's 91. So B equals 91. If you divide 91 into 7 equal parts, you get 13 in each, and 2 of those 7s would be 26. All right. Good job. At this point, you can ask the sub for the homework sheet, or you can go to Math Playground and continue practicing these concepts.